Hi, today you'll be learning about bubble graphs. Using Plotly Express, you can plot these charts according to your needs. This here is a modified bubble chart with outer, middle, and inner rings. This was made using a dataset of COVID 19 from Johns Hopkins, which is readily available in Kaggle. Deepak here will be explaining each and everything step by step. Stay tuned.
So, Plotly Express is a very abstract form of library in which we call a function called Plotly, scatter, Plotly, or geo. There are many functions which are required. You can create the visualization of animation like this. So, let me go into the details. Okay. So, first we will get the data set. See, this library gets the data in form of series. Okay, every series is a different parameter which is used by this library. These are columns as number, observation date, province, state, country, last update, confirmed, deaths, recovered. Okay, so these, uh, you know about data frames, right? Data frame is a set of series. So these particular series are the parameters to our Plotly function. So first we need to clean the data. Okay, in this data set, I scrapped it from Kaggle because for the older data, I didn't have way to scrap it from the web. So as you can see, in this data set, there is province, state, region, and country. So for every country, there is a lot of states and province. In these columns, we will just drop the province state column and get this kind of data set. Okay. In this data set, we can see for every single date, there are number of countries. I mean, same records as represented previously by marked by different provinces and states. So I just wrote a function and merged all these records into a single date, and also dates were of different formats. Some were separated by slash and some were separated by hyphen. So I used a function to clean them and gave them a similar format. Okay, rename the columns. After those, these are the functions in which I remove the redundancies in the data. And this function I wrote for to add two extra columns, a bubble size and bubble type. The bubble size will display the size of the bubble, and bubble type will display the type of about what kind of data that bubble represents. Okay. So after passing through the data to the function, we get this data. Okay. So for every country and for every date, there is a single record. And passing through the second function, we get this. These are two extra columns added. Okay. The plotly dot express dot scatter function. For x-axis, I pass the deaths. For y-axis, I pass the recovered time series. Death series, recovered series. For the size, I put the bubble size. Now I will show you. If I didn't use the bubble size, I could just use the confirmed time series. Let me show you this. So if I just use this as size, I run it. Now this will display just a single bubble. See, it's animated just a single bubble and which represent the confirmed cases, which means the total cases in which a country has. Okay. But by transforming the data and adding the column as bubble size, I just plotted 3 bubbles of same country with different sizes. See, each record has 3 parameters: confirmed, deaths, and recovered. So I just use these and transform this into a single separate row with a bubble type and bubble size. Bubble size represents confirmed, deaths, and recovered, all 3 for same country. So when we plot the bubble size, there will be 3 bubbles plotted for same country but different sizes, and we get the bands. Here you can see how the bands are changing. See, number of active cases is decreasing. See this one. The number of active cases are decreasing in China and reduced near to the number of the deaths. And recovered cases is slowly increasing to the outer circle towards the total deaths. Sorry, total cases. See. So this is the kind of visualization we get through this kind of hacks. Okay. Now for the remaining technical details, I will show you how the Plotly library plots these charts and works in the backend. So suppose our data set is like this. We have a country column, year, population, continent, life expectancy, and GDP per capita. So this is the popular Gapminder data set which you can get from the Plotly website. Okay. It also comes through in the Plotly library when you install in the Python. So what Plotly library does, it creates a grid of keys and values. The keys are created like this. There is a function which creates these, which transform this data set into 2 series, set of single. As you can see, the resultant is below. So the what function right is format these data set into this kind of series. The keys consist of year and column name. Okay. And it values consist of a list. Okay. And this list contains the values of this column, which is represented by the key, and of that particular year. List of the column of a particular year represented by the key. Okay. After creating this grid, we get the data set like this. And this, after this grid, we create a trace. Trace is a data. It's a dictionary. Okay. Trace equal to a dictionary which contains the data for what we have to plot for a single time frame. Okay. So it consists of a parameter x, which contains the x values, list of x values, which we have to plot for, in our case, the x was the number of deaths. Okay. And it contains a y, in which our case was the total number of recoveries. Again, it is a list. And then there is a mode to optimize the plot. There is a text, color, population size, etc. So there is a trace. Okay. So after the library creates this trace is then appended to a frame. Frame is the parent dictionary which contains all the traces. Okay. It contains dictionary in the following format: the data, which contains the trace. Okay, and then we have type. Sorry, here. This frame is then used to create the chart, which you can see. This frame are then used to create these very interesting charts. Okay, so this is how Plotly works. A number of type of charts in which the team Gryffindor demonstrated us. You can use your own type of data transformation to create other things from this data. For example, you can add a continent column and you can group all the countries of the same continent together. Then all the Asian countries will have same color. Using these kind of tricks, you can optimize your visualization even further.